Hi everybody. Thank you for tuning in for yet another TF2 game. It's quite a good game, isn't it? I agree. It's a premiership, I believe, season 35, powered by Copenhagen Games, and it's week 6. Wow, we're pretty far into the season. Playoffs is going to be pretty soon, just around the corner. And the two maps we're going to see is my personal favourites, King of the Hill Product, and then my personal least favourite, CP Granary Pro RC8. And it's going to be quite a poggers game, so I hope you're all watching with extreme, concentration, because it's going to be a lot of fun. I've got a lovely caster with me. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Dum. And that's me.
And that's I believe the analysis, the brains of the casting. Is it?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay. We're sticking to our usual. There's no reason why we would change, but I was just making sure. And it's between the two lovely teams of. Well, in the blue corner we have who's on team what? Yeah, I think we'll have blue team. In the blue corner we have that Wizards Guild. Lovely little devotion to their Gandalf team, and I'll just run down the roster. I guess I'll start with that. Yeah, we got the likes of Piggles on medic. Big fan of Greg's. So if you want to try to convince him to join your team for next season, get him a pastry from Greg's. Then you got Mac on demo. I think they all like Greg's, to be fair, on this team. Then we have Lef and Opti on soldiers. However, I'm not entirely sure who is roaming and who is pocketing. DuMmTm, do you happen to know?
I don't remember off the top of my head, actually. It's been a while since I've seen them play, actually, as far as I remember. Maybe the team page will enlighten me really quickly, and it will not, because they all have meme names on their roster rundown.
Yeah, I'm on it, and there's no logical information
I think Left.
I'm going to say left pocket. Yeah, I'm going to say left pocket. I could just look at the logs and check the heals percentages, but it's another time, I guess.
Well, it's product. I mean, it really won't matter.
It's a product. You're right about that. But we'll see how they play. We'll see how they approach the different play styles of King of the Hill products. And then we have Crayon and Af on Scout. Just a very quick thing before we get into the other team. I was just looking at some logs because when a team plays an official, they always scrim, or they usually scrim before to warm up. And I'm looking at one of these scrim logs, and it is on King of the Hill Products, which is the map we're going to see. And I'm looking at AF. They just played against the French Prem team, Fake Callers. That was a very British pronunciation, but sue me, I'm not French. And AF, DuMmTm, do you know this log? Do you know the KD that he went?
No, I did not in fact watch that game, so I am not aware.
Do you want to take a guess?
I mean, if you play these games, we were talking like numbers in the high 30s to 40s.
Bit higher.
Well, in that case, 50. Enlighten me.
Yeah, he went 53 to 14. So the Finnish scout, who goes by the name of AF, spelt APH, went 53 to 14 on King of the Hill Products just an hour ago. About 50 minutes ago. So AF Beast, absolutely. I agree with Blue there in chat, and I don't know if we'll see it again, because I'm in my opinion, I don't know who else would agree. The team LEGGO, who we're going to see up in a moment, is quite a strong and fearsome team, especially with the dangerous combo of Yeehaw and Kunu. It definitely won't be easy for AF. And DuMmTm, do you want to explain the team in the red corner?
I think explaining would take a while with how we got here, but bottom line is what we have now is, like you said already, Scout duo of Yeehaw and Kuno, Dimul on Roma, George on Pocket, Alaku on Demoman, and Shock on Medic is what they're finalized their roster with now. And I mean, like you said, it's a really strong looking roster. They've done well this season. The only teams that made them bleed were the expected top goals Aura before they dropped, and Ascent was the only actual L they took all season. So it's going to be difficult at the moment. He seemed like a tough one to beat for a team the caliber that is just like one below for like most people's expectations with the Wizards Guild. So I'd be interested to see how this pans out in the end. However, what is going highly in the favor of the Wizards Guild here tonight is the fact that I believe they're like 100% in playoffs. They literally can't not make playoffs anymore with how everything worked out, because 2 of the 3 games left to play are theirs. And they already have more points than fake callers who don't have any games left to play.
Oh, yeah.
So they're guaranteed in playoffs. It's about seeding right now. There's 3 points apart, like 3 points behind LEGGO, and then Sixers in Ascent are soaring with 1 match more played, but 7 points more on the board right now. So it's a tough one to get to those, but you can maybe sneak one out ahead in the 1-1 matchup against your direct competition between 3rd and 4th here. It comes down to this match pretty much. And yeah, if there's ever been upsets, it's been on the product. And I mean, Granary, really, you just need to play well, like a few seconds on Granary, and then you just need to like not play bad for the rest of it sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely right, DuMmTm. I didn't even clock until now that you mentioned that these top 4 teams are, that's it, they're in. They got the playoffs secured. So neither of these teams have anything to lose. They've already secured their playoff spots. A lot down, well, 100% down due to the 2 teams folding, Aura Electro and Verdes Lises Doof. So that's helping out Wizards and LEGGO just sit comfortably in the top 4 spots. So it's more of a, I guess, sort of a bragging rights, I guess. I mean, if you can even say that, but it's a fact that they really no holds barred, because they both know that whatever lose or win, we've got playoffs. So
yeah, it's like playoffs really practice in a way, and I mean it still matters for seeding quite a bit. Both teams still have like 2 matches, including this one, left to play, so 1 more after this tonight for both of them, and that's like a total of 12 points left to get, right? Sure, they're like 10 to 7 points, I think, behind first and second, both at 20, but 12 points makes a huge difference for that. And in the case of LEGGO, they still have a game left to play against Sixers, also on first right now, which is 6 points that they can prevent them from getting, make their own life easier by sneaking out the higher playoff spot, whichever it will end up being potentially, over the competition. And that's just less work you have to do to get to the finals of the season.
It's going to be one head of a season, one head of a final, and we're getting very, very close to the end of the season. And despite the 2 teams dropping, it's still being pretty close. And especially with Six and Ascent actually being joint, I was expecting Ascent to be comfortably on top, but the new team consisting of Ace and Everex and Smear really popping off. Again, their first official was against Ascent actually, and they managed to get a 3-3 draw, which really, that was when I was like, whoa, hold on. Ascent are already, dropping points against a new team. Is this a really, really strong new team, or Ascent shaking or something like that? But
yeah, like the top 3 this season are definitely very competitive with each other by the looks of it, as much as people might not have quite expected it to play out exactly the same way it did, with like obviously a whole lot of roster changes going on and everything. Question is, with Wizards Guild sitting in guaranteed at 4th right now, is how much they are in the discussion for any of this still. Tonight is like a big indicator. There's not much time between this game and playoffs anymore. It's technically week 7. This is just a late game for week 6, because like LEGGO can never play, I guess. I've learned over the course of the season. So there's just so much you can do in terms of like improving what needs to be improved desperately in this short amount of time. If it's not looking great for them right now, then I don't know how much faith I will have into them going into that playoffs match.
Yeah, it would. When you compare these 2 teams on paper, 95% of the time, you're going to side with LEGGO, because they've got the Demu and Josh. You've got that combo as experience and just so much time in the game, and the chemistry they have together. Then you've got Yeehaw and Kunu, 2 of the top scouts in Europe at the moment. Elikor, the demo of, one of the best demos in Europe, and then you've got Shock, really bright upcomer. and he's adapted really well. So it's such a strong team on paper. And obviously you got to keep in mind that they are still a new team. But it's just I don't see much fear in them, to be honest. They've got that sort of that resilience to them. And the DM as well coming into play over and over and over again, like with the likes of Elikor and Yeehaw. But you're absolutely right about the maybe not feeling 100% about Wizards in playoffs. But I'm sure they won't mind, and they're happy with a top 4 finish, regardless if it's like 3rd or 2nd or 4th.
Yeah, let's see. I think the only one we're missing right now is Yeehaw, I believe, who was here before, went missing. Maybe he's scared.
Where's he gone?
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah,
Yeehaw is missing. If you find him, please message us on this website.
Is he in Spectator? Oh, is it? Because he says he's in. I'm checking my Steam friend list, and it says he's in products. Maybe he's just.
Well, that might just be SCV there, right? He might just like join.
Oh,
I have joined like a second ago real time, and he will be there in like what's that? Like a little bit more than a minute, right? So hey, he probably is coming back, unless he just actually joined the wrong server.
It has said, yeah, he's back on the roster. Yeah. Let's just give a quick rundown of where they are positioned. So LEGGO is currently 3rd with 6 played, 4 wins, 1 loss, and 1 golden cap loss. And then they got so LEGGO with all of those has 13 points. Wizards is 3 points behind them. They have 3 wins, 2 losses, and again 1 golden cap loss. So very, very close. It's just that 1 map difference. There's 3 points separating the 2 teams from being equals.
Well, 6, but yeah, I get your point.
Wait, 6. LEGGO has 13 points, and then Wizards have 10 points.
Oh, those 3 points. I mean, like in terms of match play total. Never mind.
Oh no, maybe.
Because obviously, like you said, there's 6 games played for 3rd and 4th, and 8 played already for 1st and 2nd, which can't be gapped tonight. But if LEGGO were to win tonight and sit at 19, then they just need to win the head-to-head against Sixers to at least finish above them, and everything else is to be decided in Ascent versus Wizards. Whenever that is, I have been promised it's gonna be happening next week at some point by Mag, but I don't know.
Next week. Okay, well, time will go on, and then it will happen, and then the result will just happen. Yeah, and then I don't know what I'm saying, but it will happen, and the deciding factor will take one of the teams closer to the grand final for ETF2L season 35 Premiership. Yeah, I'm just looking at. Now who's some players are missing from.
No, Chalk just went back, so that's like a non-issue.
And now Demo for Smork is no longer with us. Can we get some Smorks in chat, please, to revive LEGGO Demo? Because I'm not quite sure where our French Roma has gone.
Well, he's back. They're slowly reassembling themselves on LEGGO. They do, in fact, slowly make it to the server to start playing the game. And yeah, really, I mean, all this boils down to is, man, imagine how weird Premiership would be if people actually were enforcing default times. Wouldn't that be crazy?
The threads on TFTV would be abundant about these players and these teams actually committing for those default wins, because it's just not cool, isn't it? You want to play some TF2.
But then, like, we're talking about being late to a game that's already like a week late anyway.
Yeah, good point.
So I mean, like, at what point does it even matter anymore?
I struggle to know the answer to that. I think we're just getting one more. Oh yes. I don't know if they saw that. Yes.
Dude, I very much appreciate that they are like endlessly late, but at least they want to make sure that production is ready. Like, at least they're thinking about us, right?
They're considering, are they ready to cast that? Are they actually ready to, to stream us? I mean, we're not even ready, but are you ready? It's very nice of them. Hopefully, we won't see any rude BM in the chat, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
What are the odds that EVT plays a lot of sniper here? We see some in pregame, and we know Kuno likes sniping, but as far as I can tell, It would surprise me if they would really bust it out, at least beyond DuMmTm sniping, maybe. I'm not so sure about Wizards, to be honest. But on LEGGO's side, I wouldn't think they would abandon 2 scouts.
No, 100%. We're going to see Af and Crayon on scout, but if we do see a sniper from blue team, it's going to be Crayon, and then red team most likely Kunu on scout. But I don't think. I mean, no, maybe DuMmTm actually. Maybe DuMmTm. I haven't seen either of these teams actually play. I just saw logs, and I can't even remember if they off class. But I'm predicting if Wizards off class, it'll be Crayon on sniper, and they'll just keep Af on scout. Then if LEGGO off class, it will either be a combination of DuMmTm on sniper or Kunu on sniper, then put DuMmTm onto scout. If not, they'll just go cookie cutter, and that's it.
Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's for the game to start and for them to show what they're really capable of on this map with a mid fight. Especially for mids, you tend to not see it too much with just busting with the sniper immediately, so we'll see who takes the lead straight away here.
Oh, it's going to be a great first minute. Crayon's actually on the spike. Both teams checking. Oh, I saw what they did. One went sniper.
Yeah, double take out.
Good God, I'm so out of touch with these strats, and we're going to see both teams rolling down mid here. The product for King of the Hill, first map, first round, and left already bombing onto their China, and obviously bombing to the Yeehaw there, but it's just getting, they're going to clean up straight away. Kunu just has that aura of him, of just deleting the soldiers. Crayon trying to commit as an Elico, but he's not finding the meat shots that he's looking for. But DuMmTm just get piped long range by Mac, or was that long range? I didn't even see. No, he was just defending his team through leaving main. Good start from LEGGO.
Yeah, really aggressive bombs coming out of Wizards, and both scouts, Yohn as well as Kunu, just well aware of where people were coming from. Shut them down, like you said, immediately. Really well done. Just sitting defensively on the mid fight and able to now defensively sit on the point for a little bit longer here. DuMmTm picking up the sniper rifle. That was who I was expected to go that class, but they still have to deal with the push coming in. First of all, not going too well just yet.
Yeah, really good shutdown by DuMmTm with a headshot as well, slowing down Wizards' momentum straight away. The Wizards not being able to pass, how Gandalf has just been turned upside down. This is not the film that I remember. And DuMmTm and Elico are able to put out headshots and sticky damage, really just shunting the aggression of Wizards and waiting for their spawners. The pipes and the sticky trap hitting off Mac. Again, Wizards just not finding any room to push, but Af doesn't care. He's wanting to use the Uber. There goes, wow, big juggle from the sticky traps from Elico, and the Uber trade does actually, they do pick up Josh in the midst of that, but Af might get dropped in a moment. Yeah, well, the Uber's faded, so, but left in the background, pick up DuMmTm with a sniper, but they're getting cleaned up by Yeehaw. So it's even fragged for now, and Mac the spawner coming in, going to be favouring Wizards with the sticky damage, able to back up his Crayon partner there. Good damage onto the combo. A nice bomb from Opti onto Elico, can't hit the headshot, not very Opti-esque. Elico's so hurt, but on the beam gets an arrow. But they did manage to cap, so not the end of the world for Wizards.
Yeah, this will just about work out for them, being able to fight through this whole sniper threat with Lev, like you said, picking up the sniper early in this, being able to just take this fight a lot more aggressively, but LEGGO won't back down just yet. They want to keep fighting. Mac's so weak as well. They don't have any position whatsoever, needing to fall like all the way to kite some damage here. Using them on the way as well will cut this one short. They are sitting back on point with the sniper, and DuMmTm finding the sideline there, able to pick up the medic. That will hurt a lot.
Oh no!
So much time now that they will get out of this.
Oh, it's a full advantage for the Russian shock. And not the start that Wizards were looking for at all. This has been such a one-sided first round. Oh my god, the bomb from Mac. He bumped his head on the bridge. Oh, and obviously just gets mulched by Kunu in the air, giving him some sort of levitation treatment. Shock still on 100% Uber, 150 health. That was not a sack wave that Wizards were aiming for at all.
Mildly unrelated, but I really like how Elico, DuMmTm, and George all have matching primary weapon skins. Oh, that's insane team building here. Anyway, Uber comes out in the forward hole. They will have to pop through to live, but no one's getting past this at least, so this is a lot of time to get out of this one still, despite having used early here. But yeah, I mean, at least they have the advantage now on the side of Wizards, but they have the clock down 2.5 minutes, but it's 30 seconds left for LEGGO. They just need to kite this Uber well enough and come back strong with down.
They're gonna pull out. So they gotta be aggressive. They've used so Mac with a huge bomb onto China, not picking up anything initially with the stickies. Might get hunted down, but does get Demo with a sniper with a Iron Wood. To be fair, Yeehaw actually gets Kunis, so same cosmetics. Josh jumping around trying to salvage something, but frags going, going both sides. And I guess in the end it worked out a little bit for Wizards, but Shock surviving, so keeping that advantage for the rest of his team.
Yeah, it is just 30%, but it is also only 8 seconds they need. Wizards can't back down from this point, and that's really difficult with such an Uber advantage coming in now.
Oh, we've seen LEGGO across point, Wolf around to blue side, but not connecting anything. And Mac is so hurt, does get picked up there. Yohn and Kuna both finding frags apiece. And Josh bombing in, but gets cleaned up. And it's just more frags we're seeing in the favour of LEGGO. And left again the beam onto point, but Yeehaw stopping that healing. And then cleaning up Medic as well. More frags for the Britishman. And I think that's going to be all she wrote for the first round. As it goes 3-2-1, the first round will be complete.
Yeah, just pushing aggressively early to force them back, made them have to commit to the block on a point, and at that point, Shock just nicely built this Uber to pop through when they really need it, which is just now, and the round will be closed out with that. 1-0 lead for LEGGO, a really strong one at that. There was like this one few opportunities they had on Wizards, but it was way too far in between.
There was a clear contrast of sort of DM and synced aggression, and I think it was pretty highlighted to which team got the better hand of the better side of that. We did see the early sniper from Crayon, like I predicted at some point. If they did, of course, it would be Crayon a sniper and only keeping. Actually, Opti's on scout, but Crayon picked a nice headshot onto Elikor, shutting down the damage capabilities, and D will go down as well. That's really not what LEGGO were expecting. The early headshot pick, and then Josh go down as well to Opti and F. So Opti is actually on scout. We have seen that before in previous seasons with top 5 Rocket, so he's not unaccustomed to playing the scout role.
Yeah, it works out just fine here. The pace shift just works really nicely in the favor. Last mid, like we've seen before, was just a really passive one out of LEGGO, so they just slow down the pace themselves on the mid fight here with the sniper. Works out just fine for now. At least to get this point, Pickles now with the Uber themselves, but can they stop this for much longer is the question. What is the answer for LEGGO gonna be?
They're keeping the cookie cutter lineup for now, but they do gotta be. Oh, Shock's actually used Uber here. Not the. Oh, Elikor actually gets dropped by sticky traps, and what on earth just happened there? The sniper's still alive. Crayon going to be picking some headshots in a moment, and nice damage from Josh, shutting him down, but left bombing to cliff, and it's just frags galore all over on the red side. And who's even left alive to play around? Yeehaw with his pistol, and Elikor coming to mid now, but the sniper is still keeping his Australian presence alive. But it's going to be the round LEGGO capping that mid there.
Yeah, the Wizards Guild was just way too tunnel vision on killing Shock. And they had some good damage, but like 2-3 people chasing the medic there just means that everyone trying to go for it will just get bodied by the rest of the team stopping those guys coming in. So works out well enough for LEGGO this time around. They pull out Demon and Sniper themselves now to deal with Crayon. Comes down to a little bit of a sniper fight here while both teams just spamming themselves to death over point. Well, barely, not just yet, but Mac and Opti weak there and have to back down for a little bit.
Oh, there's actually Demo getting a body shot onto the opposing sniper. The Frenchman getting the upper hand of oh no, where's Crayon from? I want to say Ireland. Yes, I think he's Irish. And there's going to be equal Ubers for both teams for now, and the Crayon still staying on the sniper class despite after getting a body shot by the opposing sniper. And they're just sort of chilling around cliff. I'm not sure what they're doing with Uber because time is now even. It's now Uber's been used through. There we go. Oh, Demo body shot on left, but then Crayon using that distraction to headshot Demo whilst he was scoped on left. And some action going on concrete there, but obviously getting the worst hand of that. And Crayon still the sniper, that presence is dangerous. And Elikor getting juggled around, getting body shot craters there. The likes of Mac and Crayon double teaming him there. And after getting pincered there, gotta be watch out, yeah, does get juggled and caught by Kuno and Yeehaw. Nice spam as well coming from Josh. And again, that Crayon sniper presence is dangerous for Shock. Shock's actually got a hide behind the red rock, but that makes him quite vulnerable to the bomb. But he does surf away. Nice surf to get out of the sight line. And Yeehaw gets Piggles in the back lines. They were not expecting the flank, and Crayon still cleaning him up, but no beam from the side of Wizards right now. Good fighting. We've seen DuMmTm.
Yeah, great start for Wizards, like you said, with the sniper, just enabling him to take a little bit more of a free fight, especially with Demo down at some point during that. but it just didn't last long enough. They were so focused on just winning the fight ahead of them that, like you said, Yohn sneaked around, got the flank behind. LEGGO get themselves back on point with good advantage now as well. 1 more minute for them left to clock down, and they will pull the trigger early here, trying to just not let anyone get close whatsoever.
Yeah, that comes that Uber trade, but I think Wizards were well prepared for it. Yeah, no deaths on the side of the blue team. The blue corner are going to be happy with that reaction to that Uber advantage. And there's the snipers. Yeah, DuMmTm getting the sniper onto the headshot onto Opti for scout. But nice aggression we're seeing from Josh and Elikor causing havoc right now. There's lots of frags. Yeehaw, Elikor all getting their own frags too. And wow, it's just a mincemeat of Wizards right now. And their potions aren't going to get them out of this one. The pure strength of LEGGO overwhelming them in that little fight there.
Yeah, only a few more seconds. They really just have a dry push left in them, and LEGGO just has the safest option of all left to them. Just falling back, getting the Uber, pushing back in if they need to, but first of all, it's just desperate 6 people in blue coming towards the point, needing to make some work, and like I said, LEGGO can just sit back, relax, and get their own beam ready.
Yeah, with 2 frags, actually the Uber's being used there. Elikor won't be in it because he got body shot earlier, but Piggles and his team reinitiating after that Uber. And but red team sort of getting the upper ground, but Yohn does go down to nice coordination from Opti and Ath there. And there goes Josh as well. Again, these scouts don't work right now for Wizards, but there's a body shot from DuMmTm. He's a body shot machine right now. And still, both snipers up at the moment. They're going to be sort of like challenging the other. DuMmTm, nice headshot to Ath for Finn. Really shutting him down this game. And wow, another strong mid, a strong round from LEGGO.
Yeah, this just came down to the fact that blue team is on point. The longer this fight takes, the worse it gets. Your spawn's not going to favor you ever. And as much as they were holding on for a second there, they were not convincingly winning. So sooner or later, this was going to spiral out of control. One headshot, Dom's the scout. They couldn't get back on it. They just rushed on point, cap it right in front of them before they could stop it at all. LEGGO with the 2-round lead now.
Yeah, Wizards are really out of their comfort zone. Not in the sort of playstyle that they're sort of feeling. And after really aggressive at the point, but Elikor cleaning him up. And DuMmTm going down in back lines, a frag apiece for now. Crayon on that sniper again in China. No sniper for LEGGO, so I wonder how they're going to counteract that Australian presence across the cliff there. But Kunis won't get this aggressive, but doesn't meet. Oh, left! Beautiful rocket onto Kunis, shutting him down, saying no to that aggression, protecting the sniper up in the cliff area. And we're going to see some aggression in just a moment, I predict, from Wizards with that player advantage. And the sniper as well. And it's going to be just about even Ubers, DuMmTm.
Blue team wants to cap the point. He didn't quite get it in the midst of the fight. Will eventually have the time here, but not without some consequences. DuMmTm wins the sniper 1v1. This opens the floodgates. They're immediately trying to cross point. Josh maybe a bit too early, will go weak, but it's enough to force the Uber. Yeah,
there's the Uber. Mac, it's a demo. There's a demo trade, but Kunu's screaming to get him in the Uber. I love that style. Mac actually not able to jump away because Kunu was deleting, he was shooting his stickies. I've played against it. It's fucking annoying. Just not being able to. Big aggression actually seen from red team. So much jumping onto Cliff there. Left getting juggled around. Wow, he was really up and high in the sky there. And nice damage overall, but it's only going to be a frag apiece. Again, DuMmTm and Crayon both still on sniper. We're going to see some aggression onto point here from Wizards. And sort of overwhelming red team a little bit. Yeah, nice damage from Mac. Cleaning up Kunu. Might get Yeehaw as well. And DuMmTm, Opti, going down to Opti. And Yeehaw's still alive. He's jumped around. He will get cleaned up in a second though. Yeah, Opti from behind. And nice aggression here from the Wizards.
Yeah, they've been lacking that sort of like good finisher move, and they still struggled there with the cleanup in the end, but at least they found the sort of opening to really commit through eventually here to make a fight for it. So it will work out in the long run. Times is still fairly even across both sides. Current sniping point. DuMmTm finally back on Soldier too. It's been a while since we've seen that, so they want to change their pace for this. Maybe a little bit more aggression themselves now with the double Soldier again.
Yeah, we're actually seeing the red team sort of approach the concrete zone. It's a trade here from Kunu and Elikor again. Those are sort of the combo players we've seen this map. And blue team getting the height advantage on this side here of concrete. Going to be aggressing a little bit. Might get caught here by DuMmTm on the flank. But no, only Mac the frag. And there goes Piggles. Actually, Yeehaw getting some salvage frags. And again, got to protect Shock here. His full health is just Shock and Kunu versus the world. Pick up App as well. But Kunu getting too overzealous here. Leaving the combo. Leaving the beam. First time for everything. How has happened? Shock has been left stranded by himself. And he dies to Opti. He's on a 7k. Kunu leaving his medic just when that was the most crucial time to keep the medic alive. And it's going to be, I think, a player advantage and round advantage for the side of Wizards.
Yeah, the first like considerably bigger time lead we've seen here out of Wizards Guild already. Well over 30 seconds. They just need to find the ability to stay here a little bit longer, maybe trade this back and forth a little bit. Just don't let this go back to control for LEGGO too comfortably. Kunu pulling out the sniper rifle now. If Scout doesn't work, just change the pace now, but let's see if they will be punished or rewarded for playing double solly in times like these where the Scouts just really reign supreme on the map like product.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. How these scouts are just so menacing on this map with the cliff and the rock in mid. Josh actually really hurt. Doesn't get taken down quite yet, but Kunu hasn't found Crayon yet, who's just on the low. I think they're just taking their time. But Crayon getting the upper hand down to Eloquent, a French demo man for the side of LEGGO. But that's just pushing them way back onto their own cliff in China. But blue team are very convincing this third round. And they're just sort of just waiting a bit for Eloquent to come in, and then they'll take their time onto mid. But Crayon's still watching that concrete. Demon's got to be careful of that presence. No headshots yet. We're going to see in just a moment. I think we're going to see an Uber trade in just a second. Yeah, we're going to see pushing up right side again. Yeehaw and Josh in the Uber this time. No Kuna, no Eloquent. And again, Mac is leading the Uber here. So aggressive. Might get picked up. He's so alone. Nothing there, but Josh and Yeehaw both going down, so it's going to be slightly more favourable for Wizards this round, I think. And yeah, 2-1 DuMmTm.
Yeah, just like a big change of pace. They just, they still play with the sniper, but it's considerably more aggressive than before. And that might just do the trick here if they can keep this up, however, it's a different question. For now, Kunu will remain on sniper, hasn't shown too much effectiveness. No, they switch off again. Okay, I was about to say it hasn't done much by itself yet, so it was confused if that was going to be the direction they want to take this for the rest of the game, but no, they want these two scouts to just take the fight.
Wow, such an early bomb from Demons for combo, clean up Mac. Eloquent getting 2 pipe kills really early off the bat. And right, it's just so many early frags. Again, Crayon still getting body shots, but again, clean up really well adapted aggression from the likes of Red Team. Left destroying Josh. Wow, he's hit a few very nice rockets. And then Eloquent getting another pipe cleanup onto him. And that was really well changed from the other side of LEGGO.
Yeah, that is a bit more of a return to form here in this 4th round now. They move back on sniper once they have the point. Seems to be the course of action. They want to have these 2 scouts. So Kunu has to keep playing scout, but the Uber comes out very early trying to take big damage by Eloquent.
Yeah, Pickle hasn't got it yet. He's got it now, but he had to back out of there after Matt going down to that really early Uber from Eloquent and Shock, doing that really low sticky jump to get as much distance as possible, and really kept sort of paying off, getting 2 frags there. But now it's a pretty big advantage for Mr. Greggs, aka Piggles. And they still got the sniper or Crayon. Obviously, they've used Uber. Mac doing his own Eloquent Uber, but not going as far this time. Crayon, nice headshot to Yeehaw. God, Crayon's doing a lot of work in that sniping class. And Demo going down a bit in the flank there. It's just been a reset for now for LEGGO, but they got time. They can chill out for now.
Yeah, they have time and advantage, most importantly. Getting out of here matters for as long as your medic gets out with you, and they made sure of that, leaving as quickly as they could, pretty much seeing this like high bomb coming in by Mac. So Shock's almost ready to go. They still have to get past Crayon. They don't have a sniper themselves now, so they really don't want to push with the sniper anymore. It seems change of direction for this game for LEGGO. Let's see if it works out for the Uber.
I think we are seeing more success when they're running the click off the line. Eloquent not getting the Uber he wanted, only finding Mac in there. Oh, going to see a bit of damage into the entrance there. Nice pipe onto Crayon, but he's got the beam, so it doesn't get picked off. Eloquent might get picked by left, but no. The Frenchman does escape as soon as it looks like a bit of a forward hold onto Cliff, slowing their presence, slowing their push down, which is what LEGGO want to be doing, because it's only 30 seconds of difference. Now 40, but it's going to be a 60% advantage for Piggles and Co. And there comes left bombing in. Whoa, Demo getting airshot by Crayon with the flare gun. That was sick from the Yohn Irishman. And Josh on the flank there, but not achieving anything. Just getting cleaned up by Af. And blue team taking it forward with their 40% Uber advantage. But yeah, the Highlander main pick up a nice airshot there earlier, and it's gonna be just chilling out for now. As Sock's gonna get Uber any second now, DuMmTm.
Getting out of here without using is huge though, otherwise this would just be this leapfrog back and forth scenario, just both teams using over point to cap it up back and forth again. Now, change of pace for this one. Chalk will have to commence with his team in an Uber fight to get back onto point. Let's see for who it will work out here.
Yeah, there's the Uber trades from both teams. Red team was sort of backing up with their side onto Glyph, and then again, blue team playing with their sniper, playing with Crayon, that constant sniping presence. Wow, Crayon, a huge airshot, headshot onto DuMmTm, shutting that down. That's so annoying for the Frenchman of DuMmTm. And it's just frags going both ways, but Pig was going down. And wow, Yohn just getting so many frags this game, but isn't aware of the flank from left. So in the end, Shock getting out, but the rest of his team dying, but no heals for the side of blue team.
Yeah, very surprising turn of events here, but with Pickles dying, that's just the one thing they really couldn't afford to happen. And Left wasn't aware where the medic was when he was behind. He maybe could have stood a chance chasing, but he blocked the point, which still worthwhile. Will not save them from losing the point immediately here, though, as the repush comes in with the heals now back. LEGGO on the cap.
Yeah, we're going to see just a little pick onto Opti. Going to be slowing down Wizzerdz with that lack of the scout. And DuMmTm just sort of playing that little that fence area, but Left getting him off that. And it's a small advantage for Shock, but I don't know if they're going to take it forward. I'm predicting a sort of, Elikor is getting juggled, but jumping again. Pickles might get caught here by the Frenchman. And yes, he also goes down to Kunu, but not Elikor. Elikor on the cliff might clean up Crayon, but he's drinking the pipes. And Elikor getting cleaned up here. Oh, what's he cleaning up? Ah, what is this madman doing? Mac cleans him up with his own pipes. And Kunu protecting the combo yet again, cleaning up the soldier frag there. And it's going to be looking very, very favourable for LEGGO, but better spawners coming in for Wizzerdz.
We'll see. They try to take the fight as quickly as they can. Not everyone quite up yet. They don't care. They don't have much of a choice to just take the spike here with the sniper in the backlines and just trying to make the most of it. They bait DuMmTm forward. The bomb gets absorbed quite nicely by the scouts. This is enough, maybe. Opti and Left doing a lot of work on the flank while Crayon just cleans up Elikor straight in front of them as well. This might just be a huge turnaround they need for now, though. Chalk still has a bit of advantage. It's not much, but maybe just enough.
If they can do another sort of Elikor Kunu aggressive Uber to maybe catch Pickles off guard, that might have to be their own saving grace. Elikor is here for spawner coming in from the side of LEGGO, but Crayon, the sniper, has got a decent sight line to sort of prevent that, but he's getting spammed by Josh there, so you're going to be get shunted off that little doorway. Again, just LEGGO sort of wants to edge point there, trying to get a bit of cap time, but the cap time is going down. And down for Wizzerdz, and there's Kunu on point. Might get dropped? No, does Uber onto Mac there. So it's a bit of a trade here, and both teams flashing their demo and scout, but DuMmTm locking down that connector, not letting any flank presence come into the concrete zone. And it's just a bit of a stalemate now, but we're going to see probably the last fight of this round coming. There goes Josh and DuMmTm both bombing in on the demo, and the flank there. Nice rockets with DuMmTm shutting that scout down, and they're both. I think it's so many frags in both teams, but wow, Wizzerdz actually getting an upper hand of that. It's a full wipe. Really well played by Wizzerdz.
But is it enough? The spawns are so slow right now. Mac and Pickle still not quite up yet, as almost all of LEGGO's back in the field, with still a considerable amount of overtime as well.
Yeah.
They have the chance to just make one more run for the point here and go for it all, and Death can't block the jump on Cliff, as the rest of them just stacking point. They will cap for now. LEGGO have a few more seconds to go here, though.
Oh. Crayon, another headshot onto Elikor. God, he must be hating that. But the cap time was just so much in favour of Red Team. Able to capitalize off that round cap, and Left is bombing onto point, but can't achieve anything there. Going to get juggled off. And wow, GG's in chat. 3-1. First map of King of the Hill product in the favour of LEGGO.
That was an impressive bit of just like improvement by Wizzerdz Guild over the course of the game, I want to say. This first round was a big difference from how they were looking by the end of this. So, I mean, I commend them for their efforts here, but against a team as strong as LEGGO, it just still won't be quite enough. And LEGGO just made a very good showing overall, besides like the slump towards the end of the, what was it, third round, right? Yeah, the 2-1 round. Yes. Where they just kind of slumped a little bit, but no, they put themselves together fairly quickly here, just realized, no, we can't just constantly push with the sniper, we just really need these two scouts to even get on the point first of all, and then maybe DuMmTm can snipe and make something happen with that, and he did as well, but only when they were really on a point was it working for them.
Yeah, I've got the logs up as well, and well, I'm just, unfortunately, it was going to be a very difficult mission, but Ath could not maintain his what was it? His 53 to 14 KD from his previous King of the Hill map, which was a scrim an hour ago. I'm seeing Yeehaw and Kunu with very good KDs of 3.4 and 2.8 respectively. And again, I'm seeing Crayon with nice headshots and sniper damage. And out sniping Demol in the end of that. But both Demol and Kunu got no sort of action on sniper. It was mostly Demol. But pretty overall one-sided logs if we're looking at everything.
Yeah, the stretches of time that were just looking good for LEGGO were just like considerably more impressive than like the close fights that were eventually getting like Wizards back on point. As much as I want to commend them for like improving over the course of this map here, obviously, the fact of the matter is that they were going into this as the underdogs. They had to make these like huge strides to make it a close game for as much as it was here towards the end of this. And LEGGO just shows that why. And maybe they will show us more of that on Granary as well, which I would imagine doesn't allow them to rely nearly as much on Crayon sniping. Granted, they probably wouldn't want to as much either, I would imagine. But still, that's not really at all an option they have on Granary.
Granary, these mids, always carnage. Always carnage. I've played against Opti and Lef, but when they were both on Soldier when I was demo, it is hell. I've played against the majority of these players on most maps in general from the previous Prem seasons, but Granary mid always stuck out to me as one of the worst. Yes, one of the worst maps to play, one of the worst mids to play as demo. Yes, you can put out a lot of damage onto Catwalk and the crates because your stickies just has that power, but with the bombs from the soldiers from the left side up by choke or through above garage or above catwalk, they can just get so much height on you, and your scout partners just cannot deny that. It's just constant pressure from every angle, and scouts can just run at you from just little corners around the crates or just slither through garage all ready to get to your flank. It's anything. Granary mid is pure kind, and keeping your medic alive. Don't get me started on that on this mid. It's a miracle if it does, but maybe I haven't cracked the code. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, the med survivability is always like a really tough one, and I mean a lot of the times teams just like decide to really just forego that as much for basically just going all in, right? Using that as an excuse basically to just play more aggressive than other mids, which just further like compounds this sort of idea that this is just a carnage mid-fight. When it's so hard to protect your medic anyway, why even bother when you can make that sure that there's nothing alive on the other team first of all, and worry about your med surviving later? And maybe you're going aggressive means that they will be too worried about their own medic surviving, more so than they will actually get through to your own. So sometimes offense is the best defense. Granary mid often makes a case for that. We'll see how these teams approach this. You do still have some options after all with how you want to approach this. And then, I mean, when we speak of other like set plays from mid to last, right? It is like such a tough one to just make a proper uber advantage push on this one. It's not easy necessarily on most maps to begin with, but Gran is like, I want to say, the hardest we have in the current map rotation. Just full uber act push to make happen like straight away. So, I mean, I will be highly interested to see how much of that will come into effect here, where it just comes down to a team's ability to hold this last on this ad to really save themselves from like a lot of trouble in these games.
Yeah, Granary be like that DuMmTm. And Shockers finally joined our team. We got 12 in server, 6 versus 6, as it should be. The greatest TF2 game mode there is. Well, no. There's Saxon Hare and Prop Hunt. Sorry, I judge I said that too quickly.
Wow, the one good pastime app is crying right now.
What? I never played pastime. I'm sorry.
There's one actually genuinely fun map, to be fair.
Oh, okay.
It's not one of the Valve maps, but I mean, that's a given, I guess, these days.
Oh, no doubt. I'll take your word for it, absolutely. Well, what team is ready? I saw one team is ready. Opti has changed the team states to ready. So that's the Wizards, who are good to go. And I'm interested to see. Well, watching the DM currently and seen lots of nice air shots and headshots we've seen from both teams. But it's the first mid DuMmTm predictions.
2 people surviving on LEGGO.
2 people. Is that going to be the medic and someone else?
No.
No. Okay, so we're going to see a full wipe for first mid. And Mac being aggressive on his own crate, taking just presence down the blue crates. Seeing bombs straight away onto the choke. Bombs everywhere. Can't keep track of them. Frags going down and down. There, Pickles and Shock going down. And it's just Kunu and Elikor versus App and Crane at the end of us. And I think LEGGO get the end of us. No, we've got Crayon getting a meat shot onto Kunu. And it's just Elikor versus Crayon. So I guess in a way you're right. No, well, 2 players are left alive. And neither players will be giving up this mid. Elikor wouldn't be taking this against Crayon. Just putting up the damage. But Crayon now on the high ground. Get that mini pack, and Elikor can be waiting for spawners, and again Crayon as well. Both teams resetting to their own side of the mid fight. Here come the spawners, DuMmTm.
Yeah, you can see neither of them want to actually like really double down on this fight. They really just want to spawns and get this round started.
It's just another mid fight, another mid fight basically. Mid fight round 2, and again Shock has no chance. Shock actually gets a helmet, no, but he does get cleaned up. Again Pickles as well going down. Obviously, and Crayon just both getting so many frags. And this is granary mid for you. You just can't keep up with it. And that's still the first mid fight. Much more favourable for the Wizards.
Yeah, that was just like a really good double bomb between Opti and Left. Left just immediately finds the medic, and everyone falls back to try to save Shock in the end, which just sets them up nicely for Opti to just clean them up immediately for it as well. Sure, somebody slipped through, got the medic up, but Opti in prime position to do some damage here. It's not enough, unfortunately.
No, he tried to do a sneaky play, a sneaky French play, but no, nothing came from that. And it's a slight advantage for Pickles. We're going to see a sort of 20%, but there we go. Yeah, LEGGO coming to yard here. I doubt the Uber will come too much. It's now actually a bit of a sort of 30. Add a little bit. No, they've lost back to 30. It's close, but no, I doubt Wizards will be taking this. They just sort of set up on mid with the traps you can see here above Catwalk and Garage. And yeah, they sort of, it's a decent advantage to be fair, 30%, but I guess they just don't know DuMmTm.
Yeah, probably. That might be surprising, but maybe it just comes down to like building being messed up somewhere, so that it's not something they're like hugely aware of because of that. And that's just like a huge sigh for the other team. And that point, Opti spotted straight away on his attempt to sack through Elikor. That's something immediately. DuMmTm for round 2 coming into mid all the way in the skybox, but that means these rockets won't deal enough damage to really find kill onto Pickles.
Might get picked off at choke. Yeah, he does. A bit too aggressive there at choke. I'm not sure why he was there. He was peeking that so deep with DuMmTm already sacking, but I think Elikor was trying to hold his garage down with the help of Shock. But no, they've already lost their yard control with that left flanking through the left yard. Left flanking through left yard. There we go. And yeah, a bit of a stalemate into yard and second here, DuMmTm.
Let's see, they do want to take the chances forward though. They want to go through lunchbox, get the soldiers forward, maybe make some sort of play happen. Mac may be able to spam over point once he commits through the shutter door. We'll see what the option is they're gonna try to make real here in the end, but it's gonna be difficult. LEGGO's obviously aware of all these options, be it lunchbox, be it point. It's a matter of finding an opening that shouldn't be there, and that's always like really, really difficult. Let's see what they can make with this. Yohn has his back turned to point. Mac just tries to pipe him sneakily there, but no. They are watching lunchbox for a reason. Opti does not get through here.
No luck for a Frenchman in that case. But DuMmTm, making his way through drop down. I wonder what we're gonna see. They have no idea. He can get a pick onto the set. No, he bombs the Pickles. But he's not going to meet anything. He just gets juggled and defended. Yeah, Left is ready for that blockage, and but there's a pick there onto Crayon. So I wonder. It's just a bit of it's just a frag to frag. I reckon DuMmTm. Oh, Josh again getting picked there. Not what needs to be doing. Getting sort of like rushed there in an unfavourable position for the Irishman, and yeah, Left taking that sort of top it with the lack of pocket spam to resist him.
Yeah, as much as it's like a stalemate all of us dread to be in, both teams are taking their chances here for what it's worth. Wizards obviously trying to somehow get through lunchbox maybe, and LEGGO on the other side really tries to at least get something through to yard if they can. not working out quite yet, but not getting hugely punished. Sure, the people going for it will go down, but that's about all that happens here. So they are trying to go over a very fine line here and not go too far with that. And for now, it's working well enough to not get like overwhelmed in terms of like punish game for anything yet. But at some point, somebody will slip up, and that's what the other team needs to be aware of.
Yeah, it's just not really much is going on. They both know we're in playoffs, so yeah, whatever. Oh, shocking some damage there. Might get it does get forced by a combination spam, but obviously left going down in the midst of all of that trade, and it's going to be a full advantage for Piggles. So I wonder how Mr. Greggs will take this forward. No soldiers though. They do have to be careful of Mac being the only spam class available right now. But yeah, quite a nice force there from the Wizards Guild.
That will help them immensely now. It's just a matter of how they want to approach this. Obviously, they wisely opt to wait here for the soldiers. Don't want to take a 4v6 just because you have Uber. That just makes getting anything weak and killed all the more impossible. And it's really hard already as is with this point where everyone knows what's coming and know they just don't really have to stand in the way of it. And look at that. That's the damage they just were looking for.
Goodness.
That goes down early.
Piggles
goes down as well. No! They did not respect the spam whatsoever, and they're getting punished for it greatly. Big intuition coming out there for DuMmTm, and that will be disastrous for Wizards Guild.
Piggles has dropped his sausage roll in lunchbox. He's got no food left. Oh god, his team are going to be starving right now. And yeah, Opti, a hiding spot isn't going to work against a good team. So worth a try. But again, left might get picked off as well. He's so aggressive by himself, and Elikor and Josh coming in with the damage and the spam, and Elikor gets some. Left gets some nice jumps to evade the incoming onslaughts. But here they come to choke DuMmTm.
Yeah, they're bunching up. They're ready to go. Yuba's going. They really need a hard press to find some kills now, and it might be Mac. He's going all the way out the far way. Actually, that works out just fine. DuMmTm will actually the one be going down here. That's really surprising, and this Uber just didn't catch anything. Really nice kite for Wizards, and now it's LEGGO the ones that have to survive this onslaught of players coming in, and Josh already the first one to fall.
This is not the in-sync LEGGO that we were seeing on products. The likes of Elikor might get hunted down here. He's so hurt, 14 HP. No, he gets out. Alright, cool. But it's Wizards stepping it up on this map. And yeah, that Uber earlier was not the thing that they were looking for. But Mac has used Uber through, but again, it's just the same Uber. They've achieved absolutely nothing with it. And I get now shocked about 80% of advantage. And I wonder if we see another demo jumping Uber DuMmTm.
Yeah, neither team is learning from each other's mistakes just yet, it seems, unfortunately. It does work into LEGGO's favor here if they do realize these sort of situations quicker, though. They are now in the power position with the Uber, just trying to get it to Yard first of all, into the rest of this point. Secondly, Left gets spotted early, and maybe second soldier there, I don't know which one it is, that's George asking for trouble as well. Will live through choke down and forces the rest of the team on the Wizards Guild back, so things will maybe slow down. There's still some ad here. Seems like Kuno wants to go in with this, though, and take his chances.
Yeah, they've still got a tiny advantage, but Piggles, never mind, it's got 100% now. He's so hurt, though. The medic health after that Uber is not going to be good. Yeah, they're just leaving straight away. I'm not sure if Shock... Did Shock need to use her?
He just played it really safe. You have kind of two mindsets there, right? You just either don't use it or try to not use it all, but if you do get forced at the end of this, it's probably awful, because the rest of the other team is like way out of here already by that point. Or you just use earlier, like relatively early, and just try to chase them. They let them go fairly easily, though, so maybe it was just a bit of a panic reaction in the end. They will just have to live with it for now, and I mean, at the very least, Josh will have his battalion's backup largely ready by now, I think, with how long he's been on this at this point, so just looking to finish that one up and see to make that one be maybe a play they can work around here. It might not be invincibility, but it is damage resistance that is difficult to contest with. I mean, how often do you take a fight and suddenly your pipes just deal 70 damage?
It's grim. Big bomb. Wow, DuMmTm trying to get some pogos into Biggles, not achieving anything there, but left on his own bomb into mid. Gets shut down by Kulu, the combo scout, and I predict Eerie Josh will use the battalion's backup for a force attempt to Pickles, not a post-Uber fight. That's just my prediction. We shall see in a few moments. But DuMm's actually on sniper.
Yeah, that is always really difficult to make work well on this point. Really what you need is not just your own ability as a sniper, but like your team to play off the damage quickly as well. Oh! If you can, but no! He just finds the opportunity immediately, and I mean, no one expects the sniper on this point of the map. So the surprise factor surely is in your favor, and that just goes to show immediately they had no idea.
That's another dropped sausage roll for Greg's. Oh god, so hungry for those Greg goodies. But yeah, DuMmT. I think yeah, that's actually 2 drops for DuMmT. His first drop was in Lunchbox, and now his second drop was just now on Sniper. So the Frenchman getting bits done. Yeah, those drops. And Elico is going to be jumping. He is. He's going so far with the sticky jumps, taking down the sentry. But there's obviously Pickle's going down very early. But again, the Sniper headshot onto Opti, taking him down to so low HP. But I think it's going to be slightly more favourable for the Wizard at the end. Yeah. They're getting chased out there, just at their shutter, but Pickle's going to be spawning in 3 seconds, so it's going to be a small advantage for Shock.
Yeah, they pretty much realized that one at least, like really early, that they just have this advantage to play around now. It cut the losses as quickly as they could. The push clearly didn't work out beyond getting the medic kill, but that's still powerful. They have a second chance here to make a better push happen this time around. We'll see if they're able to do that just yet, but it also just means that there's more time to set up defense here. Maybe rethink some decisions on how they want to hold this, if anything can be changed at all. For Wizards, we'll see, as this Uber is surely to be commencing any second now.
Shock with yeah, it's a bit. Oh, they actually used the Uber early there, but the jumping will mean nothing. The Sentry shot that down straight with the coordinated spam of left from the top. Elico pushing cross point there, but Opti having that nice, high ground of the pipe. Yeah, 2 for 2 frags right now, and it's going to be favouring the Wizards Guild 100% there. And yeah, as I said, 100%. It's now 100% Uber advantage for Pickles. Hopefully, they're going to take that into a sort of a decisive push with that advantage. But Yeehaw on top. I don't think they spotted him. They haven't spotted him. He's crouched. He's going to go on to Pickles. 2 shots him. 3 shots him. 3 forces him. Pickles only has 13 HP. Really well played from Yeehaw. Getting those meat shots that was required and getting the force out of Pickles. Not a drop this time. Good to see.
Yeah, it might not be a drop, but it's still a force, and that's bad enough as is already. This is huge add to Shock and his team now. LEGGO just waiting for the spawner to come up, by which point they will have Uber pretty much as well. So how long can they set up a defense here? For now, and they don't even want to do that on Wizards Guild. They want to just go in and get this done and over with before it's too late, but Shock got the time he needed to kite this into the pack and live 2 lives basically there on the sack attempt, and just about get this Uber up and running now while it's 2 down already. With still no Uber to speak of on the sides of Wizards Guild, they have to kite this all the way back to have a chance on last year even.
I'm still surprised that it's 0-0. Not a round has been decided yet, but Pickles, is he going to get Uber? He does, yeah, he does. But Knack actually going down, that's not what they want to see. Big bomb from Opti. Oh, if only they were not Uber flashed there. That would have been an insane bomb from the Frenchman with the green. Oh, yes, the green cosmetics. But actually, a dry push from the left shutter there. The soldier's going so deep, and a huge damage onto the heavy. And it's going to be more frags for LEGGO. And yeah, Elico and DuMmTm put that rocket and pipe damage. And it's actually fine. As I say, DuMmTm, I'm surprised it's still 0-0. What happens if they get 1-0 round? And that's going to be the first round for LEGGO.
Yeah, much more than on I think any other map. The first round is the most important round on Granary, because oftentimes it might as well just be the last. This is gonna be, with the pace of the game so far, really difficult for Wizards Guild to overcome. They just need to fix so many small mistakes all over the place to be able to come back in this, and starting off with a mid fight that just has like at least 1 more person alive by the end of this than last time would be a start.
I wonder if we're going to see a repeat of last mid where it was just pure absolute carnage. There's the bombs, the soldier bombs are pure carnage on this map. Going for air shots though, not landing the combat, but Mac taking so much space on the control point. Piping down, Shock as well. There goes, he's cleaned up by Af, and it's more frags for LEGGO. But yeah, it's only Af who's 11 HP, Josh is 1 HP. Actually, Af might be able to clean up. No, Elico will be sticky. If that was Josh, we would have taken just 1 chip shot. But your prediction is finally right. 2 players alive. The second round of CP Granary Pro RC8.
It is a considerably earlier death for Pickles, so it's about 20% advantage on him. That's not a ton, but I mean, at this point, maybe they will just take their chances here, see what they're able to do with this. They certainly want to at least attempt to see into mid, if there's any chance for them to just fight this back immediately before the rest of the spawns are up, but no, they don't dare cross the sideline here through choke too much. So mid it is in the hands of LEGGO. They will be standing strong with the lead for now, and I mean, 1 round is nice, 2 rounds is better, but how much do you dare push for that extended lead right now when you could really just hope that the other team makes just a mistake first and presents themselves for you just easily to be just completely taken apart of mistakes?
It's so chill. It's so unbelievably relaxed for LEGGO, because that, you know, well, for both teams, to be quite frank, I guess you have to choose one. It'll be less relaxed for Wizards, since it's they're 3 points behind in the scoreboard in the season. And Josh and Demo are going in onto the combo. Can he clean up Pickles? But no, Pickles getting a surfer wave to avoid the incoming Frenchman. And it's opted his own sort of retaliation, but shot on top of a red crate there, can't find his target. And I was saying earlier, both teams, they're both in playoffs. Like it's a bit. I'm willing to say that this whole map, all of this is just garbage time.
It often really just plays out like that, but I mean, all it takes is just one bad mistake on LEGGO or one insane play out of Wizard's Guild, and suddenly things look all the more different. They busted the Demon Sniper again. It is always awkward on this point, but they made it work once. Why not try again? But at least this time around, they're more aware of it on Wizard's Guild and not letting him take too many opportunities too easily. But LEGGO doesn't have anything to lose, like you said. They can just sit on the scoreline for as much as they care and see how much they can get away with for like as little punishment as possible. Demon almost, speaking of which, gets punished there for just overcommitting to sideline a little bit too much, but no, it will not be anything for Wizard's Guild. It's not a playoff.
But yeah, they definitely seem more prepared for the Smork Sniper, but he's rotating his peeking options here after choke. I wonder if they're going to be prepared for it. He's watching the patience game. No, he's just. He should have tried and waited if he stood still for just a second, but no, nothing to achieve there. And yet, getting beaten by who was that? Af or Crayon? I'm not sure which one. Yeah, we've not seen any snipers from Wizards. I would have expected maybe just a sack and then a sniper, but. No, nothing yet, and this is just granary, isn't it? Like there's not really much to be said. It's just granary. Oh, Elical. No, he's fine. Almost got picked up a choke, but he's putting out some pipe damage. And yeah, granary.
Yeah, this is just how the map usually goes. We all know it, and some of us love it. Yohn is an avid defender, I think, as much as like most of Wizard's Guilds, I want to say. So I mean. They put time into improving their gameplay on this map, or so they claim. So far, they're not really showing much for it just yet. Pickles has been like really dangerously closely been dancing around the pipe side lane. Alaku keeps trying to make himself have in choke there, so that is actually a lot scarier than it really looks like. But I mean, it really comes down on the Wizard's Guild here. People might not like it, but fact of the matter is, LEGGO don't have much to prove right now. Ooh, Alakur will at least trade there with the Rhoda, I think it was. Josh trying for choke as well. They try to play with the distraction, go down 2 for 1. Like I said, LEGGO don't have much to prove, because if they do and it goes wrong, this is what happens. They're down 2 for 1, no demo man. And the sniper is rather awkward on this point with just all these crates in the way.
Kunu just on that constant beam is screaming for Uber. There's the Uber pops. It's basically just Mac versus Kunu across point. And Mac might get some favourable stickers in the end here. Choke is going to be a complete stab. No, it's not. They're going to be slithering out of there. And it's going to be a lot of fighting on this close side of Choke. Shocking Co has got to get out of that little corner before it's going to get too late. And Demo in the body shot onto Pickles. How has this happened? It's no heals for Wizards. They've got to try and salvage a frag onto Shock, but where is he? He's just juking and surfing away, and it's a full wipe for Wizards. Well played, LEGGO.
Yeah, they made the best of this fight here right now, and that's, I mean, as much as they definitely messed up what they were trying to do, as long as you have a strong plan B, it's good enough at least after all, and good enough in this case is actually really good. They got themselves a nice little advantage here into last, move the stalemate if it comes down to this again, a lot further away from their own last, which just makes the comeback all the harder. So LEGGO with a 2-round lead at this point would be a very, very difficult task for Wizards to accomplish, and they have it in their own hands right now. They just need to get past these last few players on last, including this heavy and sniper defense.
Here comes Elico with Uber straight onto the heavy, and he actually surfs away from the damage. And yeah, Kuno going down. It's just not what LEGGO want. It's free frags. There's some cap time. Bear from Yeehaw trying to put out some meat shots, but no, Crayon getting the upper hand of that fight. And Crayon with a beam. Josh taking him down though. So again, it's 4 for 4. But they just cannot capitalize onto that point, and Pickles is still alive with that 85% advantage.
People just don't go down way too quickly when they start these fights, and they just don't have this staying power towards the end when they really need it. So yeah, things turn around once again. This last push statistic hasn't been pretty. They might have the one where Wizards have 0, but they tried more than once for sure, I can tell you that. So, I mean, this could have been a much different story if like the finisher on these last pushes is just better, but for now, I mean, they still have to deal with the player behind. DuMmTm for the attempt. Pickle so far away from him though, won't get the chance on much of any damage. That's all they really got left in the tank for this yard. And it goes back to mid where Shock almost has it. Well, they need to play around that, but no, they just want to get in here.
It's another Mac Uber, and we're seeing he actually gets dropped. Actually, no, he get chased out, so my apologies. And the whole of Red Team sort of busting through, but Shock leading with a charge. He's the first one to go down, obviously taking advantage of that medic sort of lack of spatial awareness, and the rushing getting picked up on a Frenchman. And there's a left in the background of that, but DuMmTm not surviving that incoming bomb. And despite winning that Uber trade, sort of, it's just going to be, you know, Wizards getting pushed back to their last, despite having a 50 advantage. But the incoming spam, Max, got to be careful by that shutter there, DuMmTm.
Yeah, they really, really don't want to stay on last right on. This is the last place you want to be, and they're making the best of an effort here to try to stay on second, but LEGGO's making equally much of an effort to just make it as difficult as possible for them to get there. Yeehaw cleans up one, is just in on their faces. Pickles just flanked around and cleaned up by the scout, and they're all here to clean up off of it. Everyone's still busy with Yeehaw, and that's a pushover point, cleaning them up completely, and it just took one opportunity for Yeehaw to come in for everyone else to clean up off of it. Really well done there by LEGGO. Makes the second round for themselves here, and a pretty strong lead. Closing in on the end game.
That was Yeehaw City, oh my god, and he gives him the bind. Have a cookie, rookie. Now, I've seen that in a few pugs. He likes to sort of whip it out now and again if he performs a cool moment in Team Fortress 2, which he did just then by getting a few frags. Look considerably faster to this mid, shutting down Mac against that health pack. But never mind that, the heal is here. Big early bomb from DuMmTm to their choke, but now a bomb into the sky. Obviously not clear anything, but Elico going down to the stock grenade launcher from Mac, and it's going to be sliding. But whoa, it's just frags. DuMmTm getting 2 there in Garage, Crayon, and Piggles, and Yeehaw getting some more frags onto Mac, and Kunu gets the other one onto Af. But Shock staying live this mid, I think the confidence is in one team's hand 100% more than the others.
This is now, like I said, already a really powerful endgame position, but even better now after one mid-fight for the side of LEGGO. They have the game in their hands right now, and it's hard enough as is to get one round here out of the disadvantaged position for Wizards Guild. 2 in a row on full disad currently is going to be a nigh impossible task, but they don't have a choice but to try, and try they will. Mac already just tried to see if he can get anyone with just random pipes on the yard, but he's dreaming big there, I give him that. Maybe a little bit too big for now. Will fall back in the face of a certain Uber advantage in the hands of Shock that they might just even lose the round still off of if they're not careful on second.
Yeah, they got to be extra cautious because it's only 5 minutes and 49 seconds left, and the aggression from Josh might have to pick up Mac here. Really well played, but yes, by the Irishman picking up for Demo Man, and it's going to be way harder now for the Wizards to hold this last point with no stickies, no pipe spam. No traps, but the Uber has been used quite earlier, but Piggle's actually leading the charge, doing a sort of Shock-esque movement there, being the first one on the front lines for his team. Oh, Red Team get out defensive position. Yeehaw getting shot down by Left, the Mr. Greg's 2.0, but again, DuMmTm a flank onto Aft, and now onto Mac. Gets cleaned up by Crayon, and it's just lots of carnage right now in second. and he's going to be sort of just sizzling out for now. But no, actually going on Lunchbox. No, now it's going to sort of just peter out whilst blue team take right yard here.
It's progress, slow progress, but progress nonetheless in the round here for Wizards Guild, trying to make their way back towards a more doable scoreline here. 2-1 would have a lot.
Piggles goes down to the Yeehaw spawn door sniper. They just weren't expecting the British, the fellow Brit being on sniper. But DuMmTm, the spy, really playing that French role, Lichanging down his foe there in garage, and the spy leading the charge with the rest of his team. I'm not sure what sort of fire capabilities he can offer, but he's just he's waltzing forward. He's now decloaked, and Af didn't react to the door opening, or maybe he opened it. I'm not sure. But DuMmTm was in on spy with a cloak and dagger. I believe he's got a cloak and dagger. Otherwise, he's a bit screwed. He's got your ton of reward. He goes for the backside of the Piggles. Is he gonna get it? He's hunting him down. No, they turn around. They don't. DuMmTm gets nothing.
I appreciate the U-turn reward. I'm convinced that's the best knife for Sixes, to be honest. If people can't hear the medic dying, then I mean, what are you gonna react to? Your medic's gonna scream spy like a second later. So I think it's the best knife in the game for Sixes, at least. I appreciate DuMmTm being a believer here too, I guess, but that's besides the point, because the much more important matter is that this is still so hard for Wizards Guild to do, and they will take their chances here. They don't even have it, but they need to take this fight on mid to do anything at all in the rest of this game here. Only 3.5 more minutes. DuMmTm with the big bomb back on Soldier, immediately back in action. And that isn't quite enough for the force here, as much as that is unfortunate. Wizards Guild a little bit more lucky there. Sure, be on round 2, but get the Uber out of shock for now.
Wizards looking 3 minutes left. DuMmTm. I don't know if it's going to happen. LEGGO have been in control of this for majority of the map, and Elikor piping Mac the combo demo. Obviously the combo demo. God, what am I saying? But the Uber charge has been popped off onto Af. But what's it achieving? Nothing at all. And the mulch from Yeehaw onto Opti, the French roamer. Oh God, how many times have I said that this bloody game? And yeah, it's just so favourable for LEGGO, and again, it's sort of just being a repeat of the whole map almost. But Mac walking in for a trip, they're all getting for a trip, they're just busting the hell out of this thing. And Mac and Af gonna go down. Yeah, Kuna and Yeehaw, the scout combo. DuMmTm taking down left from the flank there. Yeah, oh my God, Crayon just got absolutely disintegrated there by the Irishman. And wowie woo-wah. Oh, obviously coming in for a bomb. Cannot reach anything, and yeah, it's just strong performances and plays from LEGGO.
Yeah, one more as a closing round should do it for this game, and LEGGO well on the way to do just that. Have you already as well. Not quite everyone on the beam though, including DuMmTm, who's just alone in front of the heavy, but he's the only one really in trouble there, as the rest just clean up right side. Heavy as well, moving towards point, and that is pretty much curtains for the game as it stands. LEGGO with the 3-round lead. Scoreline to be determined. Winner not so much. LEGGO will take home 6 points for sure and can call themselves 4th place still, but with a arguably better reason to keep on trying here, because next game they will play against Sixes, I believe, and that is just pretty much guaranteed for a position better than 3rd, if not 1st, depending on the Ascent game later on in the season as well.
It's just, oh, sorry mate, I was completely out of it. I'm just watching Elikor and now Kuno fighting who is at Crayon on point, gets the upper hand of that. And it's just garbage time, so I was just like, oh, we finished basically. It's, yeah, another mid for LEGGO. They got to be happy with their overall decent performance. Granary definitely proved a bit more of a struggle than King of the Hill product. Still, 40 seconds left. Kunu got to be building that Uber, got to secure that 4th round. Opti on the direct hit. Let's go on that cam, DuMmTm. Where is it?
I don't actually know right now.
I'm on it now. He's got the. He's on the front. Crayon getting that Huntsman headshot. Opti bombing in. There's the body. Oh my God!
Actually
Kunu,
destroyed. Disgusting.
the combo scout. Oh no! What happened? Opti, I hope that was caught on. I think it was caught on cam. Fantastic. Oh, that was good. That was great. Kunu, even in chat, he loves it. Oh man, the DM letting him down there, but Opti, I think that's it. You know what? Just give the map to Wizards for that last little bit with the crayon headshot with the huntsman and then the direct hit.
Either way though, 6 points for LEGGO despite a decently strong performance by Wizard Skills, I want to say. I did not admittedly see much of them this season. And I can't say I'm necessarily disappointed here as much as this was a loss for them. They've made a great effort for as much as they could throughout both maps. It just wasn't quite enough against a team this strong. Not entirely surprising, but still, LEGGO is just really, really strong. Have been the favorite for most of the season, despite, and maybe because of the roster shuffle still, depending on who you ask, I guess. But yeah, they're looking definitely still dangerous going into the last few games here.
Dangerous, yeah, you're absolutely right. Logs on screen, I believe, yeah. Oh, what is there to see? Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it was a slow game. What's there to say besides, the explosive classes are just going to obviously look a lot more impressive than the scouts usually do in these sort of situations. Sure, they cleaned up all the kills pretty much between each other, or the scouts, all 4 of them, but the damage is still obviously heavily in the explosive classes, as you would expect with a game this pace.
Yeah, we're seeing it clearly was a bloody slow game due to the lack of damage in DPM. We're seeing with the logs and convincing, like good performances we're seeing from Yohn and Kunu with nice KDs there overall. Obviously, KD and logs don't say everything, as we saw Kunu again completely annihilated just now. But let's just hush about that.
We can just ask him himself
unless he wants
about
to talk about it. I mean, I believe he's here, Kunu. Hello.
As well as Mac and Yeehaw.
Dude, that Kunu guy sucks. This is why. This is why morale's a better player.
Where's morale? Where's A morale?
Yeah, morale's a better player, man.
Yeah.
I miss Cough.
I don't miss that. I don't miss the squeaky voiced Cough.
So we got the interviewees here: Kunu and Mac and Yeehaw extra large. Yeah, lovely.
That is what extra large means.
Yeah, I'm just double checking that it doesn't mean. It's not like a porn name or something. I don't know. You never know nowadays.
You're sick. You're a sick fuck.
What? Do you know what? Okay, if you want to accuse me of being a normal human being, fine. Whatever, bro. Well done, lads. GG's. That's 6 points for LEGGO. And,
thanks, man.
Mac, DuMmTm, you want to cover me, or am I just gonna fuck up the interviews?
Oh, I am enjoying this very much right now.
I thought I'm doing alright, but I guess I'm getting abused for trying to do a good job.
All right, Mac. How did you feel about that going into that official? Were you confident? Were you unconfident? Do you think maybe you're the lower seeded team? Maybe you had the.
Can you let Yohn ask the questions,
this
man?
Pawn Stars interview. It's hijacked the interview. What's going on here?
I don't like this guy. Get rid of him.
Where's Adam to yell at Yeehaw again? I missed that.
Yeah.
Just answer the question, please.
Either way, I mean, it was. We all had our thoughts about going into the outcome, and we saw that Granary proved a lot closer than Product. How would you guys? What contrast is there between the two maps? I'm asking Mac for your team, like performance and sort of like which one which one your team preferred, because Granary seemed closer.
Yeah. I think it was closer all the way through because we found our footing. Like the first 2 rounds on Product were like a whitewash. Even like the second round, like even though we lost 3-1, it was like 2-1 at one point. The 4th round we lost was like we were still playing better than in the first 2, even though we lost it. I think if we were like playing the same way all the way throughout, it would have been a closer game. We probably would have gone 1 point with the funny 2-round rule or something. But Granary was just more like, it's the fact that it's like a slow map, it's 5 CP. We could probably like slow it down so that we're just like giving up caps and yard instead of like losing, pretty much.
Oh, I get that. DuMmTm, you got any queries or thoughts for Kunu or Yeehaw?
Not so much about this game. I think you covered a lot of that already. Let's just look in the future instead of the past right now. And next for LEGGO, I think it is Sixes. Probably already played against them sometime in scrims. How are you guys' experiences with them?
Not bad.
Are you asking me?
Anyone on LEGGO, yeah?
Yeah, I feel quite confident.
I don't know. I don't want to get banned.
You don't? You wouldn't get banned for sharing a PG-rated opinion.
My real thoughts, my dark thoughts.
They're not PC friendly.
Dark thoughts.
Thoughts. Alright. Yeah.
All right,
LEGGO.
Kuno, any actual answers?
Yeah.
I know 6 have 2 new scouts, but I believe Voxy is not there when we have our official, so they're using Jay again. So we'll see how it works out with them having Jay and Gaz. But I'm confident.
So pretty menacing combo, but we haven't played together before, so you never know if that could lead to something to their misfortune with that lack of scout chemistry. But you never know.
All right. As for Mag, you guys still have Sand left. Obviously, most of us aware of it. I don't think you can change your table position anymore, but you can ruin theirs. How do you feel your chances are about doing that?
Not very good.
Oh no.
I don't know. It's Snake and Gran. They're both pretty good on those maps. It'll probably look like today. Like Gran, but twice, and one of them Gran's a Snake. That's really
shoot. Yeah, buckle in for that.
But I don't know. Still practice for LAN.
Wait.
Never mind.
About that. You mean I-67, yeah?
Wait, have I heard? Is there something? Is it actually cancelled, or is
it's like 99%?
99% will be cancelled tomorrow.
Literally everything is getting cancelled right now.
Oh, if you're watching the stream, it might be worth knowing that coding games will probably not happen. We all got we all got an email regarding the if it's gonna get banned, cancelled, postponed, whatever. We will people, if you are going and it does get cancelled, you are getting a refund. Keep that in mind. So there was an email here. The government in Denmark has yet not decided to lock down any events. They have only advised to cancel all events with more than 1,000 participants. Also, they say that this decision is only applicable until the 31st of March. So if you are going, keep that in mind. Because a lot of people might get a bit disappointed, but there's nothing we can do as well.
Can we just cancel CS at LAN and we have less than 1,000 people there?
Can TF2 be the only game getting played? Basically?
You just get a feminist mob on you because it's the leading women's CSGO LAN.
Oh, crap.
So
I
don't recommend that.
Koff is a fucking rabid feminist.
I'm playing in the women's TF2 Cup.
Cold Heart making a return. Babs, Morrow. Mac leading the team.
Ace.
Alright, since you're already doing this, I guess you can shout out some more people, including your favorite female TF2 players while you're at it. And then we close up the stream.
Shout out all the boys and all the girls. Shout out the team. Shout out you lovely people for doing production. Love you all. Yeah, that's it.
Mac? No, DuMmTm, sorry.
Oh no, I'm closing this out later, so Mac next year.
Cool.
Shout out to Dewey. No explanation needed.
No, there's not.
Yeah, shout out to my team and favorite girl gamers Dewey. Favorite post-op.
Okay.
Alright, anything for you, Yohn?
Yeah, man. No, not really, actually. I was gonna shout out LAN, but then that's dead, so.
Shout out to everyone who wanted to go to LAN. Sad times, but I mean it's sad times for pretty much any competition out there, really. Like everything's getting cancelled everywhere.
Shout out to Zahid Butt for emailing everyone, because he's actually been on top form with the information. So shout out to that guy. Shout out to Beta as well for actually producing this.
And shout outs to all of yours. And with that, we'll see you guys Sunday. And whenever I get an answer from Mac or anyone on SN when their game is happening. And with that, see you guys next time.
Peace.
Yeah, you want to scrim at 20 tomorrow?
Oh, wait, us?
Yeah.